October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Tomorrow, a new short film premieres with the goal of inspiring action to end domestic violence.
In my relationship, I started seeing these red flags. I had no idea that abuse could take hold of you without you even knowing.
The 8-minute documentary is called Kim. It tells the story of Kimberly Landl, a ballerina who used dance to find a safe space while overcoming domestic violence. The premiere is presented by Weave in partnership with ACE Resource Network. Beth Hassett with Weave and Sarah Maricos with the ACE Resource Network are both here in our studio. Thank you both so much for being here. And Beth, let's start with you. Why did Weave decide to be part of the premiere of this? And obviously there was a message here that you felt was important.
You know, we're really looking at creative ways to tell the story of you can take action to end domestic violence and help us. And I love the use of the arts to be creative in telling that story and getting it out to people and, you know, really sparking a conversation about what is domestic violence and what can we do as a community to end it.
So let's talk about what you saw in this film, especially with different generations impacted by this.
You know, I really saw her telling a story of how she overcame, and now she's a mother herself, and she's very invested in not repeating that cycle. And that's a lot of the work that Weave does, is we want to interrupt that cycle, that intergenerational cycle, and that's why we work with children and youth, and that's why we connected on work around ACEs, because the ACEs score can really increase your chance of having negative outcomes as an adult.
And Sarah, that is your work. The ACE, by the way, is an adverse childhood experience, and we know that the more of those that happen, the higher that score, the better chance that there is a lifetime impact on people, their mental health, their physical health. So how does that tie in with this film?
Yeah. Thank you so much. The Adverse Childhood Experiences study really illuminated how common childhood adversity is, and like you said, the lifelong health impacts that they can cause, as well as educational and learning impacts for children. And one of those experiences is as a child witnessing domestic violence. And so we think it's incredibly important, and support Weave's missions and other organizations here in Sacramento that are working to end violence, because it affects children either directly or indirectly. And if we can prevent and support young people who've experienced it, they're less likely to experience a lot of the negative health outcomes, and love the storytelling that's done through Kim and the power of her story.
Right, so let's talk about, so Kim is a mother, and what advice would you have for women in that situation to avoid passing that trauma to the next generation, or at least creating resiliency for the younger generation?
You know, I think it's a combination of things. One is educating the kids, getting to them when they're young, and talking about what a healthy relationship looks like. Also working on those resiliency factors, making sure that that they get therapy if that's what they need, that they feel good about themselves, using very strengths-based approaches to ensuring that they're not going to repeat that.
How, for instance, would somebody access that in this community? Because I can bet you that there are people watching right now who may feel like, you know what, I know my child has been through some stuff. How can we get them some help?
You know, I'd urge them to call Weave. We have lots of partners, and we provide counseling and lots of programs out in the community, which we found is critical. Being out in family resource centers, out in the CILs that we have here serving the Black community, all of those are resources for people that they can find right in their own neighborhood, and we're happy to connect people to those. And
Sarah, I know people may be wanting to see this film, so talk us through the premiere. How can people watch it?
Yeah.
They can watch it online.
Okay.
If anybody's interested, we're showing it at Harlow's tomorrow. You need to RSVP because we have limited space. But at noon, it's going to go live, and you can watch it online by going to weaveinc.org.
Sarah and Beth, thank you both, not only for being here right now, but also both of you for the work that you do. Really important.
Thank you, Edie.
We'll be right back.